Well, good morning. Here it is. It's Wednesday. It's Hump Day, and today is November the 4th. And anyway, we're just rolling along. This week's gone by really fast, but anyway, I hope you had hope that you were able to have a good Tuesday, have a good day, and now hopefully you're well rested this morning. You're ready to go out and tackle the opportunities that God has given us with this new day. And anyway, hope you're doing well. This morning I want to share with you a devotional entitled Do It Yourself Divinity. In Luke chapter 21, verse 8, it says, He replied, Don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, claiming, I am the Messiah, and saying the time has come, but don't believe them. In the times in which we're living, we should be aware of religious deception. Jesus said in the last days, there would be an explosion of it, culminating in the appearance of the ultimate deceiver, the Antichrist. We should look out, for cults and groups, who say that they're the way to God, and that their leader or their guru or teacher is the Messiah. Today, in addition to relatively established cults, newer groups have sprung up. There's been a literal explosion of mysticism and spirituality in recent years. But for the most part, it has not been a return to biblical Christianity. You see, rather, it has been what's called a new age, mixture of everything under the umbrella of so-called, spirituality. People basically, have a do-it-yourself divinity. They say things like, well, I don't believe in organized religion, but I'm a very spiritual person. I draw a little from this belief and a little from that belief. It will all get us to heaven or closer to God. However, you see, the Bible tells us that in the last days, Satan will use every kind of wicked deception to fool those who are on their way to destruction, because you see, they refuse to believe the truth that would save them. They will be condemned for not believing the truth. You see, we need to realize that whenever there is the genuine, there always will be the counterfeit. The devil, he's the great deceiver and the great counterfeiter. Jesus said of him in John 8, verse 44, he said, he has always hated the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he lies, it is consistent with his character, for he is a liar and the father of lies. You see, the devil, he's an expert at offering substitutes for the real thing, with enough truth to make it believable and enough error to destroy us. See, that's why we really must be students of the Scripture. The Bible tells us to test the spirits to see if they're really of God. We must stop believing, the false teachings that come our way. You see, far too often, we in the church are gullible because we allow our feelings and our emotions to direct us instead of looking at things through a biblical lens. You see, we must learn to think biblically, and we need to compare everything to what the Bible teaches. We need to be like the Bereans, that talks about in the book of Acts, of proving everything, according to Scripture. You see, we also need to understand that all religions, they do not teach the same thing. I mean, to believe otherwise is to ignore what the Bible teaches. Remember, Jesus said the following in John chapter 14, verse 6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Now, if you're a true Christian, then you must believe that Jesus Christ is the only way to God. And that is true. Jesus is the only way that we can get to God, get to a holy God, because of what happened in the, back in the Garden of Eden, the fall, and, sin came into the world and entered the world and has been here ever since. But Jesus, he went to the cross for us. He proved that he loved us that much. He went to the cross, and he's the only way we can have a relationship with God. And so anyway, I hope that'll encourage you today. I hope you'll have an opportunity to share with somebody today. But remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless you.